Okay, today we're going to talk about the perspective grid and the perspective tool. First thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the parts of the perspective. First thing we have is the ground level. It is represented by this green line. 2 points on the end allow you to move it around, modify it. Next is the horizon level. It is of course, the level that is off in the distance. We have the right plane, which again, everything is adjustable by these points. We have the left plane, the grid cells, and this allow you to snap objects to them. The horizontal plane, again, this goes off into the distance. The horizontal grid plane control, if we look, it's right here. This allows me to control the horizontal. The vertical grid extent, which is right here, allows me to control the grid up and down. The grid cell size is here. I can adjust the size of each individual cell. And the origin, which is right here. Okay, so let's take a look at how this works. Here I have a grid opened up. Notice I have my sides up here. I'm going to talk about the two grid tools. One is the perspective grid tool, which you can get to is Shift P. The other is perspective selection tool, allowing you to select objects, which is Shift V. Alright, with our perspective tool on, notice that all these points are now active. I can grab the points and move them to where I need to. Again, this is all different points, allowing you to adjust the size, the angle, pulling it in from the side, stretching it out into the distance. You can control each plane individually so you can have overlapping planes. Bringing it up. Bringing the X and Y's up, see the little dotted lines. And adjusting the cell size so I can have large cells or small cells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to place an object on the perspective pane. I'm going to grab this object and I'm going to copy it and paste it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my perspective selection tool to select it. I choose a side. If I want no active grid, I click on the outside, left grid, right grid, the horizontal grid. I'm going to put this on the left grid and I'm going to grab and drag and notice that it automatically shifts to the horizontal. I'm going to move it up so where the bottom is right along my bottom axis here. Okay, let me grab the other one. Again, pointer tool, copy, bring it over. I'm going to paste. Then using my perspective pointer tool, I'm going to click on the right grid. I'm going to move it into position. It snaps to, and I'm going to let go. Now, I'm going to go up under, object perspective, view, perspective grid, and hide the grid, or Shift Command I, and there you go. You now have a three-dimensional building.